Tanya Rainier here. Today I have a question for you. I want to know if you know how much your time is actually worth, right down to the hour. Now, why do I want you to know that? Because it really does determine how you take on projects, how you commit your time, both inside and outside of work. If you know how much your time is worth, you can make better decisions. You can leverage your time, and you can start to manipulate and play with that number to increase it over time. So this is not just inside your business. It's not just a matter of do you charge by the hour, because sure, this works if you charge by the hour. You need to know this number if you charge by the hour, but you also need to know this number if you charge for projects or packaged fees, or if you group your services together. And it also helps to know this number outside of work. When decisions come your way, how is it that you decide whether these are a good fit? Should you be spending your time doing this? I recently had an opportunity to volunteer a very, very large sum of time to my youngest son's baseball team. We were considering different fundraising events. And when I applied this formula to that particular opportunity, I realized that the value on my time, my hourly rate for committing that time was really low. And my hourly rate for actually working was about 1,000 times more than that. So in that instance, it didn't make sense. It couldn't possibly make sense. I can use that same amount of time and go out into the workforce and make money in my business, and I could easily just write a check to cover my portion of the time for that particular event. So I use this formula both in and outside of work. And I want you to get really comfortable with this formula because it's going to help you in that exact same way too. So if this is one of the first times you've hopped on a video with me, my name is Tanya Rainier. I work with women entrepreneurs, helping them to make more money in their business. We work on money mindset and mechanics, and getting those systems down so that they really can leverage their time, systematize their business, and spend more time doing what they really love and what they're really good at, and less time with all the other stuff. And this is a really, really important place to start. So what figures do you need to know first in order to plug them into this formula and make it work for you? Well, first of all, you need to know how much do you want to make. What is your ideal salary? Annual salary. Doesn't need to be crazy, just pick a number. Okay? That's your first number. Second number is what does it really cost you to run your business? Now, this is everything that goes into your business. If you're not tracking your business expenses and income, you need to be. That is super, super important. I know, especially if you're a creative, this is not fun. We're more right-brained, and we like to do the fun stuff, and we want to create and make pretty things and help people. And all that left brain stuff, we'll get to that tomorrow. Super important to be tracking your income expenses, and those expenses are literally everything. It could be travel expenses, ink for the computer, pens, paper, any kind of office expenses. What does it cost to educate yourself so that you can continue to improve and help your clients? What is it costing you in cost of goods sold? Are you actually selling products? And is that rolling into your business? So all of those things have to come into account when it comes to expenses. And then income is income. It's where is this money coming from and how much is that? So knowing what your expenses are is the key. So that's the number I want you to know for this formula. And then how many hours do you work in a week? Billable hours. So you might be working 60, 70 hours a week. I hope not, but it's very possible, especially as a new entrepreneur. If you're in that first couple years of business, it's really easy to just be super passionate and do a lot. Trust me, I'm guilty. But not all of those hours are billable. A lot of that is just working on things in your business that you have to do. It's back-end stuff, the office stuff. But how many hours are you working on projects that you can actually charge a client for? That's the number. And then lastly, How many weeks out of the year do you want to work? Do you plan to take a couple of vacation weeks? You certainly probably don't want to work 52 whole weeks out of the year. So remove your vacation, and how many weeks does that leave you? So I'm going to show you what that formula looks like. So up top, you're going to take your salary. This is your desired salary. And you're going to add your expenses to that. So whatever it costs you to run your business, plus the amount that you want to make is up here. Now down here, how many weeks out of the year do you want to work? And how many hours per week can you bill for? So you're going to multiply those, and that's going to give you your total billable hours per year. This is going to give you your income that you need per year. You're going to divide those, and that's going to give you your hourly rate. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in easy numbers. So if your desired salary is $100,000 a year, and it costs you $25,000 to run your business, those are your annual expenses, you need to make $125,000 per year. If you're going to take 2 weeks vacation, so you know you're going to work 50 weeks a year, and you can roughly bill for about half of a 40-hour work week. So if you can bill for 20 hours per week, then you can bill for 1,000 hours per year. You're going to take $125,000, which is the amount you need, divided by the billable hours per year, and you're going to get $125 per hour is what you need to bill for. Super simple. Now, of course, these are good round numbers. You know, you're going to have to work with those a little bit to make them work for you so that they accommodate your schedule, your desired salary, the billable hours that you can bill for, and really just go from there. This is going to change. When I first did this exercise, when I was first starting out, actually I think it was in design school when I first did this, and I looked at that hourly rate that I came up with and I went, whoa, there is no way I could ever charge that much for what I do. I didn't have the confidence. I didn't have that really strong money mindset at the time, and that looking at that scared me. It was kind of depressing because I thought, oh my gosh, if I don't charge this, I'm never going to make the kind of salary that I need to make. This is awful. Am I doing the wrong thing? Am I going into the wrong business? It turns out I was not in the wrong business. I just had the wrong mindset. And it took me a couple of years, but I more than quadrupled what I had started charging and way surpassed the number that I first put on paper. So it is definitely doable. It's just a matter of getting some things figured out in here and really being comfortable with who you are and what you're offering and how you're packaging those services and what that looks like for a client so that it's all win-win. Your proposals are pretty. You feel good about it. You're going after the right kind of client. All of those things come into play. So if you look at a number that you put down here and it looks a little scary, not to worry. It's definitely doable, 100%. So we could always talk about that if that scares you and you get stuck. But I want you to do this, get this number, and have this be your absolute bare minimum golden number. And if you need to adjust it or you do something to make it more comfortable, that's okay too. So I hope this was super helpful. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you have questions. Was that number scary? Have you already surpassed that? If so, bump it up a little bit. This is your business. This is your life. This is your abundance. So make it work for you. I hope you're having a super fantastic week, and I will see you next week on another video. Do you want more abundance in your life? More time, balance, energy, happiness, freedom, money? If so, you've got to check out the formula training that I just did. It's my 6-step system for mastering your money mindset. I use it myself, I use it with clients. And the reason is if you can change the way you think and feel about money, everything in your world will change. Doors will open up that weren't open for you before. And you feel really confident and powerful when it comes to running your business and charging your worth and working with those people that you absolutely just love working with. Life just gets better. It is a process that will help you to identify exactly where you are and where your money blocks are keeping you stuck. Plus, I give you my step-by-step tactics and exercises and formulas and best practices to help you get to where you want to go fast. So if you are looking to master your money mindset and you want to create a more abundant life for yourself, you're going to want to check this out. It's at TanyaRainier.com/formula. I'll see you there.